This started happening in 2002. So from 2002 to now, I'm repeatedly getting sampled. I've been sampled by Trey Songz. I've been sampled by Snoop Dogg. I've been sampled by Charlie Wilson. I've been sampled by Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Mario, Frank Ocean, Wiz Khalifa too.
What's up, y'all? It's your Intrepid Songwriter chronicling my adventures as a songwriter, because seriously, who does that? What if you knew somebody that knew all the somebodies? What if you knew someone that was there at the ground floor of the foundational music of the 20th century? That's who I'm interviewing today. This man is a friend. This man is a mentor. This man taught me so much, and he's got some stories to tell. You were going to want to listen to every word he says, because he lived that life. The songwriter-producer life that we all want to live, he lived it. Okay? So without further ado, I present to you songwriter, producer, business owner, entrepreneur, Mr. Marvin Smith.
I'm good, nephew. And hello to all of your listening audience. I sleep, let me show you. I sleep with this little digital recorder and an acoustic guitar, right by my bedside. So if I should receive inspiration and so forth in the middle of the night, I'm ready to jump on it right away. Because if you don't capture that, by the time you wake up the next morning, it's probably going to be gone. I also am up at 5:30 in the morning, every morning. And after I give my thanks to the great creator for giving me another day, I start playing around with the guitar a little bit. Sometimes I come up with something, sometimes I don't. I'll do that for about 45 minutes. But a lot of times it's just a stroke of inspiration. Then you start working around it. So yeah, that's what I do. Started out as a songwriter, producer. I found a little kid group in 1973 called the 21st Century. And that consisted of a friend of mine, Fred Williams, as well as Pierre Johnson. I better say Pierre Johnson because he helped me sell a lot of records. Alfonso Smith, Tyrone Morris, Alonzo Martin. And the young guys were all in the ages of the Jackson 5 at that time. So I had written this little song called Remember the Rain. We used to play out in the rain. Your mother scolded us. She said that we were bad. A really pretty little song. And we decided to record that song on them. We recorded that song on them at Alan Kubica's studio. He owns an outfit called the Chicago Recording Company. But at that time, we were recording in his father's attic. So we recorded that song there, and we put it out on our own label, Dave. Wow, 5,000 copies a week. We never expected it. And the funny thing about it is we took the record into WVON, which was the #1 radio station at that time. We asked Lucky Cordell and the disc jockeys, Herb Kent, to play it. They jumped on it right away. The record wasn't even in the streets hardly yet. They jumped on it right away, man. And we subsequently sold, I think, maybe over 50,000 copies in 1 month because of them. After that, RCA approached us. They had a local representative at the time. His name was Leroy Phillips. He turned us on to Tom Draper, who was vice president of R&B at RCA at the time. And we did a deal on the group. Then we sold a lot more records with them.
But first, a word from our sponsor. Don't forget to hire me as your music money maximizer. I'll walk you through all the registrations you need to receive your maximum royalties. And remember, your first 15-minute consultation is free. Click on the link below.
them. And then we were approached by Hal Davis of Motown, who suggested that we come over there because the Jackson 5 was leaving. And the kids did have a sound that was somewhat similar to the Jackson 5. So we went over there to Motown. That didn't work out as well as we had hoped. Berry Gordy was involved in making a lot of movies at that time. He really wasn't in the record business at that time. So we kind of floundered over there. My partners and I began to fight with each other, and I decided to exit Motown with Norman Whitfield, who was a staple of the Motown producer hierarchy. I left with him, and then we did some records with Rolls Royce, and it was on after that. Yes, sir. All of my songs ended up being co-published by Warner Chappell. And it just so happens that a lot of the new school chose to sample a lot of these things. This started happening in 2002. So from 2002 to now, I'm repeatedly getting sampled. I've been sampled by Trey Songz. I've been sampled by Snoop Dogg. I've been sampled by Charlie Wilson. I've been sampled by Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Mario, Frank Ocean, Lil Zane, Wiz Khalifa too. Publishers, producers, label executives, they have a lot of confidence in me. So I'm in a unique position, whereas I can call people on the telephone or do a call like what we're doing and play the song to them over the phone with my guitar, and we're on because I already have a track record. You see, there's nothing to think about. Okay, co-publisher means that you're more than likely doing a deal. Well, it can work two ways. You're doing a deal with a major publisher, such as a Warner Chappell or a Sony Songs or whomever, all right? Whereas they will promote your songs, they will place your songs with proven artists and so forth, and you guys will split the mechanical royalties, as they come down the tube. Now, on the other side, between songwriters, sometimes it's best that songwriters set up their own publishing company. Let's say you got like 4 people writing one song. Mechanical royalties from said song are going to be divided equally among 4 people unless otherwise stated. And since people are really not that good with bookkeeping and so forth when it comes to somebody else's money, it's probably best that each songwriter administer their own portion of that song. So 4 publishing companies would own the copyright to that song. And there should be something in writing stating what happens if somebody wants to sell their percentage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The original partner should be allowed to, purchase that if that's what they want to do. Not to leave other people to watch my money. Not to leave, because when you're young, these managers and these partners, they'll tell you, you do the creative stuff and I'll do the business stuff, and because these managers or partners might be a little older than you or might be a little more savvy or educated than you tend to have confidence in what they say. But the funny thing about a lot of people in this music business is once they see the big numbers, then honor, integrity flies out the window. They act like they will never see any more money again. And so, and I believe that is what they believe. I don't think that they're so greedy. I believe that they doubt if it'll ever happen again, that it was only luck. And so subsequently, they end up messing up the money,
Wow.
Yeah, that happens quite a bit.